Good morning, friends. I'm going to give you guys a second to get logged on. I am going the right way this week. Did you guys notice? Facebook changed their settings, and when you go live through your business page, it's currently set up to go this way only. But there's a workaround that we found, and somebody was generous enough to post it on the leaders group, that you have to go in through the regular Facebook utility, search for your business page, and go live that way to get it to go this way. So I'm back in normal format. It's so good to see you. It is club week, and I was up until an ungodly hour. Prepping for club. I was away for a couple days. My husband and I went to Foxwoods. We went and saw his favorite comedian, Vic DiPotetto. And that was totally fun. I'm looking for the video and I'm just going to share it over and then we can get started. Looks like there's a few of you jumping on. Good morning, Tracy and Elizabeth and Janice. It's nice to see all of you. I can see about 3 comments at a time, so that's good that I got at least 3. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Mary Jo's here. Hi, Mary Jo. Good morning. Okay, and then we'll go creating with Celine. Bam. Wow, it looks like things are working better going this way. Good morning, Donna. It's good to see you. Okay. So Stamp Club is something that I do every single morning. Good morning, Tracy. Oh, thank you. And I do it every single month, but it's usually 100% in person only, which means for me, I can spread the love. I don't have to stick to one stamp set because I'm not mailing out packets. I can play with whatever I want. And this month, Stamp Club is getting a preview of the second release of Saleabration. So one of the projects is not, one of the projects is mainly the main book, but it uses 2 different stamp sets. And then the other 2 projects are showing some of the new release stuff that comes out in March, because although we meet this month, they don't actually have orders due until March 10th. So they'll be able to place their orders and get some of the Saleabration items for free. Now, if you're a demonstrator, these items you can get now on a pre-order. And if you're not a demonstrator and you happen to sign up to be a demonstrator with your demonstrator under your whoever your demonstrator is, if that's me, great. If it's someone else, great. You can get some of these items on pre-order, so you don't have to spend $50 to get the well-dressed stamp set for free. And boy, I think that's backwards, but whatever. But I thought that I would take you through this month's club. I also have several people coming as guests this month to try out club. So I thought it might be kind of fun to show them the projects ahead of time, especially there's some cool stuff going on this card. I've been doing a lot with these 2 punches. This is the classic label punch. See this this punch? There's a lot of stuff going on there. Like, you see how like the black is against the red, and then it's such a fun card. So I'm going to teach you how we're going to make this, and then the people who are coming to club can actually use the video to assemble their projects while they're here. And that pretty paper that I showed last week, that's got the copper and the silver. We're actually going to make some cards with this. I know it says rose gold. It's definitely copper. I can't even tell you how copper it is. So let's jump in. We'll go right to the crafting. I'm ready. You guys ready? I already had like half a coffee. I'm good to go. All right, so let's flip the camera. Stick the hand in there. You saw my paper cabinet for a second. I cleaned out my paper cabinet. It was a good week. I had a bunch of card fronts in there. And there we go. We're swaying a little bit, but we'll stop in just a second. Sorry about that. I'm moving the whole table so I can be towards the edge. Up too far. You can see I'm in my comfy Ugg slippers. Okay. So we're going to start with the main book. And this is the card we're making. And when I host club, I take my paper out of the bag and then I save it to bag stuff up. I don't use Ziplocs. I know a lot of demonstrators do, but I package up my cards in the envelope that you're going to need anyway when you take it with you. So that most of the stuff you need is in there. We're also going to need this and this. And I love one of these. So, now normally the take your pick tool, you really don't need to advance this. So like I tell people when they're using mine, don't advance it, just pull, because if you twist, the stuff will come out at you, and it's meant to pick stuff up. So in the packet, I have some pre-cut white, and this is a pool party and Bermuda Bay ribbon and some of this polka dot ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Oh. All of those things. I mean, 3 different kinds of ribbon on a card. How can you go wrong, right? I'm going to stand up and grab a stamping mat. When you stamp with photopolymer, I like having photopolymer on a mat as opposed to the plastic table. You get better coverage. So I'm gonna bring in this piece, which is the inside of the card, and then this piece, which is the focal point. So we need both of those. Now here's a little tip. If you host classes at all, while I'm playing with my stuff and it's out, I always wrap any stamp sets that are photopolymer, because if you leave them sitting out on the table, they can like dry out overnight. So I always have a photopolymer in a bag. The red rubber, nope, just the photopolymer ones. So I need all of these stamps. Isn't that crazy? And then I have some leaves on my card too. So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna start with the pool party. And when I ink, I'm gonna kind of look through my ink pad to make sure that I am getting even coverage. If you look right through the block, it makes it much easier than trying to figure out if you stamped. So like even here, see how like I stamped in the middle has a little hole? Like I'm gonna push a little harder. I like to chant. So I'm gonna say, Janelle is great, Janelle is great, Janelle is great, before I go to lift. And I get this beautiful image. This one is one of the distinctive ones. So if you can tell, some of the areas of this flower are automatically light and dark, and it's already done for you. This is a card I cased. I saw it on a training group that I belong to. I am a trainer for Creating Success with Rhonda Wade. She's a sweetheart. And I have been working for her for, oh my gosh, 6 years. It'll be 6 years March 4th. And I am one lucky girl. We have a lot of fun, and we help a lot of people. So I'm going to bring this back in, but that is it from my pool party color. So I can put these away and clean them after and put them back in the plastic. The reason that I use the plastic is that stamps tend to oxidize out, and if it's exposed to the air and to the light, it will actually make your stamps a little bit hard. So they're fine in the case, and I actually joke that I'm gonna make little coffins for my case. If you were at the beach, you wouldn't want to have it out in the sun because it can actually bake your stamps, because that's how they're made. They're made via UV light. Kind of cool information. Anyway, I'm bringing in some Bermuda Bay. Oh, I love that. You know, Janice, it's a great time of year to clean out your stamp room. I am in the process of cleaning out. I did my whole big white cabinet, and today I'm going to clean off the counter. Actually, it's kind of funny. I had a bin that needed to be cleaned out, and I started by shoving everything in a laundry basket because it's much easier to put everything away when it's in one place, and I just didn't want to deal with picking up one thing at a time. Maybe I have no patience. You think that could be, I don't know. It's all good, but that's my method. I'm sticking to it. It seems to work for me, and it makes it so that it's less cluttered in here, and that's just good for your brain. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna stamp off on this one to make the color a little bit lighter, and I'm gonna stamp it 3 times. You get a good amount of ink 3 times out of one stamp. Isn't that a cool little side plant? Too funny. Okay, and then I'll put this, oh, I put that ink away, but I'm gonna need it again. We'll come back to the happy birthday after. I wanna add some leaves. So I've got, in this particular set, it's Beautiful Friendship. There's a flower, and again, they're all distinctive. So it stamps like that, some dark, some light. I like to ink this one up with markers because it's got the stem attached. But on this one, with the 3-petal flower and the 2-petal flower, no need to use a marker. You can use your ink pads. So I'm going to add a flower or a leaf here. It really does bring it to life, doesn't it? Just adding a few leaves. And then maybe one up here. And I don't want to leave the 2 out. Just fills in really nice. And you may not even see this one because I'm going to put the ribbon here, but if it does sneak out, even better. I think that's it. You know, knowing when to stop is half the battle. Okay, wait. I don't want to forget this guy. So this guy is inside my card. And I'm going to stamp this here, and that's going to be just loaded on the inside of my project. Hey, with your, oh, hi, Betty Travis. How you doing, Betty? We got Laura Anderson in Virginia and Betty Travis hanging out. You know, there's no better way to craft than with a buddy. And I would say the same thing goes for watching Facebook Lives. I'm going to grab some adhesive. I was so good when I was done with the table that I put everything away. I mean, everything. Scissors. But this is kind of good that I'm doing club because I usually joke that Tuesday at 6 o'clock is the witching hour. They're my guinea pigs because I always have to run around the room and grab them glue dots and dimensionals and things like that because they're my test group. I run 11 time slots this week, so it'll be tonight at 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. It's a 1-hour class, and they make 3 projects. And then tomorrow night I start at 5, so it's 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then Thursday I do a 9 a.m. session because I have people that are retired that like to come during the day, and that's a fun group. That class probably lasts 2 hours because we like to chat. And then Thursday night I finish it up at 6, 7, and 8 again. I'm going to shut the heat off. It makes a little bit of noise. Okay, so I put a little adhesive here, just tape runner, and I'm gonna run this right off my card. I hope I grabbed like good scissors because there was one pair that had like adhesive on it, and that drives me crazy. If you're ever needing to clean your scissors, you're gonna wanna use Goo Gone and a paper towel. I find that alcohol and cotton balls make my scissors dull, and so I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. I gave them extra in the pack so they can do the same. And then I'll add a little more tape runner right on top and attach that. And I'm gonna cut the ribbon in the same direction, but I'm gonna cut it a little tiny bit shorter. So you can see that the stripes are under the polka dots. Boy, you know, back in the day, we never used to mix up stripes and polka dots, and now I love it. Okay, so a little bit of polka dot ribbon underneath. And I told you we would come back to the happy birthday. So we're gonna bring in, this is from that Witticisms stamp set. I like the size of the happy birthday in there. Okay, so we'll stamp some happy birthday. It's nice to be able to stamp and punch out. A lot of times when I do classes to go, I'll do all their punching for them. But if it's a little bit crooked, it won't matter because we're going to use the punch to punch it out. This is 1.5 inches thick. I like this punch because it's got another slot or hole. You can turn these into tags, so easy. But for now, for us, we're just gonna keep it as it is. Throw some dimensionals on there. I wonder how many dimensionals we should use this week. People are like, oh, 2. No, not for me. I know. Hey, Robin. Oh my gosh, good to see you. Hi, Judy. Janet. Oh, Janet, good to see you. Let's see. Carol. Lori. Carol, I hope you got your replacement. Carol got a pen in the mail that wasn't perfect in Stampin' Up. Jumped right on it and replaced it for her. I'm going to put down that happy birthday. And then I did pre-tie everybody's bows because that's how I roll. And I'm going to roll up a glue dot with my fingernail. I try not to touch adhesive with my finger because it does make it less sticky. So that makes my fingernails a business expense. What do you think? It's a tool that I need for the trade. Let's see. So there we go. And you know that I will forget rhinestones on the table, so it's really good that we're meeting like this because I already forgot them and had to get up. This is the Take Your Pick tool. It's $10 and it comes with a couple of tools. One of them I don't even keep on it. It's a stylus. It has a big stylus and a little stylus for scoring, but I have a scoring tool on my scoreboard, so I don't use it. This is a poker tool in case you need it. And I use the spatula quite a bit because when I make a mistake with my layers and I need to pull them up, it's a nice little tool to have to kind of get your layers up. And you can see I've used it quite a bit because it has some glue on it. And then this tool is, we used to take scissors to lift our stuff, and I don't even know what I did without this thing before because the putty sticks to the item. I slid the item off the transfer sheet and I can put a rhinestone just about anywhere. So it's the closest thing to having a bracelet that shoots rhinestones out. I said if I was ever a superhero, that's what I would do. I would have rhinestones out of one and maybe dimensionals and glue dots out of the other, but such a goof. Anyway, I'm gonna move right on. So that's the first project. What do you guys think? I like these colors together. I can't tell you that I've ever pulled out the color Soft Seafoam, but it goes really good with the Bermuda Bay and the, why can't I remember Pool Party today? Pool Party. Pool Party, Celine. And then I did this one for the insert. Isn't that pretty? So that's the first club project for this week. All right, I guess I should clean up my table just a little bit, but if I could just get everything to one side, that'd be good. Bring the trash in. All right. Thanks for bearing with me while I clean up. Can you believe I am putting stuff away? I think hell may have frozen over. It's all good. Okay, so that was project 1. Project number 2. This has to be my favorite with the watch. I can't even stand it. It's so cool. But it does have a lot of pieces, and there's a little bit of a trick here that's making me totally happy. So, first of all, nobody's going to know if you don't paint behind the toilet. Well, you will, but nobody's going to know if you take a little piece out of your card for punching. So I did. And those go together. And then I have all of these little pieces. So I'm going to move this sheet for a second so you can see what I'm doing here. This will be the insert of my card, so I can leave that with that. And we'll put those to the side. And now we have these pieces. So to get started, I want to stamp my watch. And I used Memento ink. Hopefully I get this guy straight. I have a few extra punched in the bin for club. That's another thing that's easy about club. I can, if they need another piece of ribbon or if I mess up the stamping, it's easy enough to cut them another piece of paper. Getting them to take it, that's a whole nother story. I have to tell them that I'll charge them a nickel if they, they're feeling bad that they have to take another piece of paper. It makes me laugh. Hey, good morning, Jen. Okay, so I just took, this is Poppy Parade, and colored that in. So it's the face of the watch. Isn't that cute? This is such a great masculine set. So I'm gonna take this and cut it down the middle because I want to use both sides, but we need to make it a little bigger. So we're gonna cut right through the middle. Okay. And then I'm gonna trim this side and this side. So we're gonna take the middle out and get rid of this. And then I'm gonna put a little adhesive on the ends. So I love this, all of these, it's so dimensional. Like, I think I like visual math because this really makes me happy. So I'm gonna attach this, I call it the pencil shape, but because it looks like a pencil to me. The double pencil punch is what I call it. Okay, so again, I cut the middle out and made the Poppy Parade a little bit shorter, okay? So now I'm gonna put a little more adhesive right here, and I'm gonna put my focal point on top and attach it both sides like that, okay? So then the last move of this maneuver, which is really cool, again, is to put the black on, and the black is gonna sit where the red stops. Is that not the coolest set of punches? I did this with another class recently, one of the, I think it was my Valentine's one, and I cut this punch down a little bit. It's such a cool, like, geometric shape. Oh, look it, I'm crooked. I'll have to go back and fix that side. Hang on, let's do that. It's because I didn't put that much adhesive. Here, let me put a little more. It shifted. No shape shifting on me. So I'll share this over into the group for club. I have a private Facebook group just for them. And Miss Linda, who's down in Florida, can see it because she's away. And there's a couple of people who are on vacation this month, so they get to see the club projects too if I go live like this. Okay, so that's the watch. Okay, and then, oh, duh, I'm taking another packet and it's right here. I'm just excited. So sometimes when I want to line up words, I'll take, this is the golf paper. On the back of the golf, I don't golf, but on the back of the golf paper are some awesome masculine designs. So every single pattern in this pack has golf on one side and has patterns that are good for guy cards on the back. So I cut this here, but I want to use it as a placeholder. And there's going to be ribbon, so I'm going to pull it up just a little bit so that I know where to stamp my sentiment. This is hysterical, actually. When I did my first card with this, I think I stamped it like more towards the middle, and I really want to get it over to the side to make more room for that watch. So I'm going to get it more towards the edge, and I line my block up with the stamp and I ignore the sticker, which is why I don't put the stickers on my stamps. Good morning, Josie. Good morning, Michelle. Hi, Linda from Florida. I have two Lindas in Florida. And Lori and Lucy. Good morning. Okay. We've been friends for so long, I can't remember which one of us is the bad influence. Well, on this chat, I've probably known Linda from Florida the longest. Yeah. I have two Lindas from Florida. That's really funny. But I don't know if the other Linda's here. The other Linda's a club member. But hopefully she'll be home soon because I miss her. Okay. So I stuck down the paper and then we're going to attach this to the black. Now, I don't want to put the glue on here because remember, there's a hole in my card. So I'm going to put the adhesive here and here and put my card down there so that I don't stick to my mat here. That makes sense, right? And then I'm going to attach this onto my card base. Oh, I almost forgot something. Okay, so in the package, in the box, there's also a bag of ribbon. So I love this move. If you take my classes, you know that I do this a lot. I've already got adhesive there, tape runner. I can run a piece of ribbon while it's sticky. I don't have to waste that adhesive one bit. So there's the tape runner. There's my ribbon. And I think I did. I got that over further to the left, which is good because it'll make more room for our watch. So I can't remember, get it, time, which one of us is a bad influence. Yep, Deb Potter, transplant to Florida. Well, so Deb, when you say transplant, did you move there or are you a snowbird? Because I have lots of people that go back and forth. They try to escape the New England winter. This winter, I think my friends Linda pumped up the air up here because we have, knock on wood, haven't had too bad of a winter so far. 24 days till Christmas, till spring. Hello. Laura, maybe I'm neglecting my coffee. So, we've been friends for so long, I can't remember which one of us is a bad influence. I dig it. So this one is available to demonstrators now. It'll be available to customers with a $50 order starting on March 3rd, or for people who sign up to be a demonstrator, you can actually buy it. I have a whole price list. If you decide you want to sign up, let me know and I'll send you the price list. But there are 5 new items coming for Saleabration starting on March 3rd, and they're only going to be around for a month. This one is awesome. You know the die cut shape that goes like that? I've already seen cards out that mimic the tie going that way. And this guy actually does fit on this punch going this way, but it cuts it really tight. It barely cuts it here and here. So I don't know. I wanted something a little bit more substantial on my card. That's why I went this way. And I think it's kind of cool, actually. All right, so moving right along. Oh, and the sentiment comes from the Thanks for the Laugh stamp set. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. I often think about how amazing you are. Today you get it in writing. And then this would be perfect for retreat. No one would ever be as entertained by us as us. Thanks for the laughs. Ooh, that's good for retreat. Yes. These are great. And, you know, sometimes the cards that or the stamps that we get that just say happy birthday don't say enough. And these are great for close friends. Anyway, moving right along. I have one more card to share with you, and it's it shows off that gorgeous paper I introduced last week. I just showed you a glimmer of it. Well, this week I got to design with it. You could use a couple of the sentiments in this set, Tags in Bloom. And the front case is actually, you get so much in it. Like, okay, I don't know if you can see this well. Wishing you the best. And then there's like this outline that you can use the punch. And then there's flowers. And I miss your face. I think I showed you the card last week, but just in case I didn't, I will get off my keister and show you. This is, so this vellum is going to be one of the $50 freebies, like free with a $50 order, and it is also available on pre-order. I think this one is 10, and the one with the metallic is 15 on pre-order for demonstrators, or for people who would like to become a demonstrator or a discount shopper. Happy shoppers is what I call them. But this one uses this stamp. See, like I did the full. And then I stamped the I Miss Your Face on the on Whisper White and punched it out and popped it up with dimensionals. So cute layout, and it's a great way to show how versatile that new vellum is going to be. All right, so that's the stamp set. Sending hugs, wishing you the best, just for you. And that uses the punch that we just played with a few minutes ago. Let's see, the happy birthday. So it would fit in that punch. And then this one is from the I Miss Your Face series. I love it. It's so funny. So they both fit. I big shotted a 1 3/4 inch circle to fit on top of that shape so that we could get the metallic and the white and have it show up nice. So let's jump into that one. I'm going to play Sentiment Roulette. I won't even look at the stamps, and we'll just make one with whatever comes up. Can I just tell you, so I designed this card last night, and then as I was stuffing the packets, I put this paper against the smoky slate and thought, oh my gosh, I need to redesign this card. Is that not gorgeous? The color there, I hope that you get it the way I get it. Like, it just makes this happy. Yeah. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe this morning we'll play a little card. Oh, I love when we do this. Let's go on the fly. We'll change it again. So this one is what the original looks like. Let's make a new card. And this is ribbon in the packet so that when people come to class, they just untie it and they grab a piece and then they tie it back up. Maybe I should tie it in 2 bundles because you know that somebody will have trouble. And the whole lot could end up on the floor. So I'll tie it in 2 sections. It's like somebody's hair, isn't it? So pretty. This is my favorite ribbon, I think. I go back to it over and over again. I think I'm going to get rid of the white. What else is in this stamp set? Where is it? There's flowers. Oh, I am going rogue. So we do the Betty is over the moon for the call. Isn't it beautiful? It just really makes me happy. It makes me happy to the point that I really need to show a different design with this card. So we're gonna on the fly change it. I need some smoky slate ink. Here we go. Let's do it. So this is smoky slate. I just opened the ink pad, and we'll pick up that stamp. And for this, because I'm planning to make a little background, you can make your own background paper. This also came out of that Tags and Bloom stamp set. So as a demonstrator, you can buy this now. As a customer, you can earn it with a $100 order starting March 3rd, or for people who absolutely have to have it, you can add it to a starter kit. It's such a good deal. You get a little mini trimmer. It's like 6 by 6, and then you get a pack of paper, and then you pick any stamp set you want in the book, not including Saleabration or Hostess sets. And then you pick out 125, whatever you want in the book. So I'm just kind of constructing a background here, and I know I'm going to cover some of it up with my designer paper, but that's okay. It needs a little color back there. Don't ever be afraid to stamp off the paper. You don't want to look like you have a bunch of flowers in a box. This gives it the wallpaper effect. It looks more like wallpaper on your wall. Okay, so, oh, somebody asked me about this. How do you close an ink pad? Well, this one's kind of new, and when they're new, they get fussy. So I tend to push with one side to get it started, and then this little tray, I'll pull it. So if your fingers aren't like, you know what I'm saying? If your fingers aren't working, you can push this side till you get enough of this tray to pull. You get it all the way out and then flip, and then when it clicks into place, then you know it's closed. This one opens a bit different to our old ink pads in that it's just like a compact. So you got to open it straight up like a compact, like a makeup compact, and then get it flat and then tap it into place. And when they're new, they're fussy, so don't squeeze this way. Make sure it's nice and loose in your hand when you're doing all of that, or it'll actually make it harder on yourself. Oh my God. Okay, so I got to get rid of this just so, because it will make my eyes happy. Ah, it is so pretty. Let's see, which side do I want to go? Okay, so I messed up on that one, so we'll put it like right. I love taking one packet and then making it into something else. Bring that ribbon in. It is so delicate and pretty, this whole thing. Ugh. Oh, and you get a free paper pumpkin kit. I didn't know that, Laura. Hey, Linda. Good morning. I was talking about you, Linda McLaren. These are club projects, but at the last minute, I decided to change this one for the live because I thought that we needed a new sample. It is so pretty. Oh, I can't even. Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to stamp a new one of these for club and put this one in here. So we get the copper and the, which way should we go? You tell me whether you like it landscape or portrait, and we'll go either way. Works for me. I know there's a bit of delay there. Oh my gosh. It is just so pretty. All right, I'll stick this down while you guys are telling me. Well, maybe I shouldn't stick it down until we decide landscape or portrait, because that could make a difference. Portrait. Okay, portrait it is. Done. Love it. Everybody likes portrait. Good. Done. This group stamping thing, there's something to it. I would make way better cards if I could just get everybody's opinion all at once. It would be good until the time when you guys disagree, and then that could be bad. I don't know. But thank you for being with me this morning. I really look forward to every Tuesday morning when I get to spend time with you guys. And I know like it's remote, but it's kind of good because all the people that get to stamp with me in person, they're here, you know. And now that I'm looking at this, it's definitely different to the original. Like, I think I'm going to tell people tonight that they can make I'm going to give them the option. They can make whatever they want. And if they decide not to make it, I'll have them leave me the, yeah, the people have spoken. Yeah, I love that. Speak up, people. While you're at it, if you could help me figure out what's for dinner, I would love that, because that's the big question in my house every day. What do you want to eat? You want to get Thai? Well, no, we did Thai yesterday. Oh, I love it. All right. So I think I like the one without the white better. It happened, this whole thing happened last night as I was stuffing packets, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the extra stamp pad on the table and give them the option on what they want to do. Wow. Too cool. Here, let me flip so we can chat. Oh, in theory. You get to look at the garage ceiling. Chicken bruschetta. Oh, that sounds delicious. I like it. Laura, I need you around every day. Oh, it's taco. I could go get the stuff and make taco meat. That's a big thing here. I do crock pot meals. So I get low-fat hamburger and corn and black beans and taco seasoning, and I make my own crock pot taco meat. And then we put it on top of salads, or, you know, during the week it goes in the thermos and goes to school with Alexa. So that's a good idea. Taco Tuesday. And I'm sure my club members would be happy if they got here and I already had the tacos going. But I think I like the gray one better every which way I look at it. So I'm going to put these on the table like that and tell them that they get to pick. What do you think? Everybody likes a choice. We'll see how many people leave me a white piece of paper. So anyway, that's all I have this morning. We did 3 cool projects. That's my club for this week. And they have a whole hour to make them. And we did it in just about 45 minutes. They can jump between stations and everything's already set up for them. And, you know, it's just like class to go, except that I can bounce around and use different stamp sets and they get a little taste of everything, which is one of the fun things about being in the club. And Linda, I think I just made your cards, Linda McLaren. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. And if you need anything stamping, please let me know. If you decide that you want one of those 5 items and that you don't want to wait until Saleabration starts to earn it and you'd rather sign up, send me a private message and I'll help you with that process. No sweat. And I hope that you all have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.